platinum coverage map, and this is Consumer Cellular's map.
I don't see the difference, do you?
Well, that one's purple.
Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
Mom, twinning? Except one of us doesn't have any tan lines. Jergens Natural Glow gives me a nice sun-kissy birthday suit. Your color is flawless. Twinning? More like winning!
Create your own sunshine with flawless, natural-looking color. Jergens.
I'm hanging in Nashville with the Dolly Mama, Dolly Parton.
And I'm talking about my new kids book, Billy the Kid Makes It Big.
Yes, only on ET.
Nobody better than Dolly. Okay, before we go, we can exclusively announce 2 of the categories for this year's Daytime Emmy Awards.
For Outstanding Lead Performance in a Daytime Drama Series, actress Sharon Case, The Young and the Restless. Melissa Claire Egan.
Happening now.
The case of little Lena Keel making headlines once again, and after nearly 2 years, still no answers on her whereabouts. Today, Lena's father is set to take a polygraph test. Coming up, we'll tell you what we know and why we're outside of the FBI's San Antonio division.
And I'll be back having some Fiesta fun, giving away medals. I'll let you know how you can get your hands on some medals. And we have some cold fronts and storm chances to talk about in just a bit.
Southwest ISD board members are asking voters to approve a $250 million bond package. So what's in it? We'll have that coming up. The News at 5 starts right now. First at 5, San Antonio police looking for this 18-year-old man. He is Roy Anthony Flores Jr. He's wanted in connection with a murder from 2 months ago.
According to a Facebook post, that murder happened here in San Antonio on February 21st. Flores may be hiding in Floresville. If you have any information, call SAPD's homicide unit at 210-207-7635. Meanwhile, a desperate search, and 16 months later, still no information on the whereabouts of little Lena Keel.
She disappeared from the playground inside her apartment community where she lived with her parents. Her father now taking a polygraph test today after several setbacks.
Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live from the FBI's field office on the northwest side, where that polygraph took place. Jonathan, why is the father taking a polygraph test? Let's make that clear right off the top.
Steve, you know the family has been so desperate for answers, and with no new leads on Lena's whereabouts, Riaz Keel, Lena's father, is making every effort to clear his name. Now, within the last hour, we actually saw him leaving the FBI field office here, where we know he spent hours at. We actually had a time to speak to him briefly. Take a listen.
Is the polygraph test completed? Yes. All done? Okay. Sir, did your wife take the test as well? Or just...
My wife?
Yes.
No.
Now, we've been in communication with Pamela Allen, founder and CEO of Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach, a group that has been heavily involved in the effort to find Lena. She says the Keel family found out today that the FBI would be conducting the polygraph instead of SAPD. It's unclear what went into that decision. Lena was reported missing December 20th, 2021. That was 491 days ago when she disappeared from the playground at the Villas del Cabo apartment complex on Fredericksburg Road. Now, of course, this is a story that we're going to continue to follow closely and update you as more information. Again, anyone with any information is asked to contact the Missing Persons Unit or Crime Stoppers by calling 210-224-7867. At last check, that reward was up to $150,000. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Let's check out traffic right now on this Tuesday. 77 degrees out there. This is I-10 in Frio as it winds toward downtown. That's where you're seeing the backup there. Both the upper and lower decks come together there. That's where the backup. This is very normal for rush hour.
It's also been a bit normal that it's been hit or miss when it comes to weather this Fiesta 2023. And today, a mixture of weather emotions. We needed the rain, we need more rain, but not during the event itself.
Yeah, preferably not during Fiesta events. Let's check in with Adam Caskey. He joins us live from Seguin for today's Fiesta medal giveaway. So, Adam, a lot of people wondering if more rain's on the way.
More rain is on the way, and the timing has become a little more uncertain, and we're going to get into those details coming up in a little bit. First of all, we're here at Seguin Chevrolet. I'm all alone. Just kidding! Everybody in line! We're here having a good time. We're outside underneath the cloud cover, and one shower just off to the east of us is just missing us. I mean, everything's fallen into our favor right now. We still have about 100 wristbands left to secure a medal, to guarantee a medal. So if you are really close to Seguin Chevrolet, there's a chance you could still make it here, and we may have a few left. We start giving them away at 6 p.m. As for the weather, right now, take a look at our weather watcher, 79 in Del Rio, mixture of some 70s and 80s. And you even look into Seguin. Helen, our weather watcher here in Seguin's got 77 degrees. And overall, it's not too hot and a little bit sticky outside, but not overly sticky. We do have a couple of cold fronts to talk about, and then we have more rain chances to talk about. It's the timing of the rain. That's what we need to get into. But I got to tell you, driving on I-10, it was looking really good. All the fields, all the crops, the corn was like this high. Everything's looking good with all the rain that we've gotten so far. Anyway, we'll be back to talk more about the forecast and have a little Fiesta fun in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. The weather not stopping the party at La Villita tonight for the kickoff to Nyosa. A rainy Nyosa, not out of the ordinary, but you can see vendors prepping for the gates to open at 5:30.
Lee Waldman is there right now. So, Lee, how is getting down there with all the construction downtown?
It wasn't bad getting over here. We're starting to see some more people coming. Like you said, the gates are going to open up at 5:30 today. I want to take you into some of these great smelling booths. Come with me. We're going to be making some chalupas today. So we have Tori here.
Hello. Of course.
What goes into making one of these chalupas?
Well, we got to make the beans from scratch all day. So blood, sweat, and tears goes into the beans for our lovely San Antonio. And then we have a whole lineup of whatever you want when you want your chalupa. Do you want one?
Yeah, let's make a demo. I'm just hungry, folks.
So Gina's grinding the beans right now. Linnea just came through with some beans and some lettuce, tomato, some avocado, and some cheese. Do you want salsa on your chalupa?
I would love some salsa.
All right.
Tell me when. That'll be perfect.
Perfect. All right.
There you go.
Beautiful chalupa.
So this is the chalupa. All of the money that's raised from Nyosa is going to benefit the Conservation Society. Really quick, what is that money going to be used for?
The money is here to the entire organization here goes to the Conservation Society to continue to keep San Antonio beautiful and memorable and the city that we love and grew up in.
I love that. Perfect. We'll send things back to you all. I'm going to get to town on this chalupa. We'll check back in with you all in just a little bit. Thank you, Tori.
You're welcome.
All right, looks good out there.
Yeah, I want to know if just for tonight we can call them chalupas.
Oh,
instead of chalupas.
Lee Waldman.
For Lee Waldman.
Gotcha.
Maybe that. Maybe we can call them chalupas.
Chalupas? Okay.
Yeah, just hers. All right, live look outside. You can see people are lining up. Look at the line already outside La Villita. A lot of La Villita under construction, so it's going to be maybe tighter than normal for Nyosa.
Yeah, looks that way. Meantime, it's time to keep an eye out for falling trees in our area. It's got something to do with the weather. It's an unavoidable result of the unpredictable weather we've had over the last couple of years, the most recent rains compounding the concern. Older trees potentially breaking or toppling over. And that was the case last Friday when this 20-foot pecan tree fell at Brackenridge Park, luckily in an area that currently doesn't allow public access. It was marked for removal as part of the Park's Phase 1 bond project, but even so, it was considered safe and stable before Friday.
None of the ones that are being scheduled are an imminent danger to or an imminent issue to the public. If you're around a tree that this time of year doesn't have any leaf on it, chances are that it's dead or that limb is dead. And so just being aware of your surroundings at all times.
The City of San Antonio's Urban Forestry and Trails Division keeping a close eye on trees. Weather extremes like the drought and heavier storms, and even going all the way back to the freeze of 2021 could be reasons we've seen so much limb breakage and uprooted trees in parks and yards.
A candle apparently the cause of a fire. Thankfully, that family escaped and is okay tonight. This was the scene about 7:30 this morning in a neighborhood off Nacogdoches and Higgins Roads. It's on the northeast side. San Antonio firefighters say one family member woke up to the smell of smoke. With the help of SAPD officers who arrived first, the rest of the family got out safely and before the flames spread to the rest of the home.
And the smoke was on top of my house, so I thought, oh my goodness, it's coming over on us too.
Firefighters managed to get the fire under control before it spread. One dog did not make it out safely, but the family's bird is apparently okay.
Southwest ISD voters are going to be deciding on a pair of bonds worth $250 million in the upcoming election. And that's money for safety upgrades at all campuses, 2 new schools, renovations or additions at 7 other campuses, a building for professional development, a student center and central offices, and new air-conditioned buses. The district's expected growth playing a big part in the new plans.
We had a demographic study done back over the summer, and so we are looking at about 10,000 new home builds over the next 10 years. And if you drive around, you can already see all those new subdivisions.
The bond expected to cause the district to raise its tax rate by a penny for every $100 of valuation. That's about $15 extra a year for a home with a taxable value of $150,000. However, the district believes those bills could be offset by some other changes coming out of Austin.
Now, a reminder, the early voting period open right now through May 2nd. For a list of early voting locations and hours, head to KSAT.com.
And we also have a link to view the sample ballot. Just look for this story on the homepage. And don't forget, Election Day is May 6th.
President Joe Biden officially running for re-election. The announcement made in the form of a 3-minute campaign video today. Part of that video focusing on the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, making reference to the participants and certain challenges his administration is currently battling. Today's announcement means President Biden and former President Donald Trump could be up for a rematch next election. As it stands, the president is not expected to be up against any serious challengers on the Democratic side of the nomination.
Stick around. We have more Fiesta 2023 coverage after the break, including what the rest of the week's weather looks like.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the KSAT newsroom with a look at what's coming your way today at 6 o'clock. A mother charged with the murder of her toddler son is now out of state custody. That charge dates back to 2013, and that mother is Tashana Caldwell. Today at 6, why she is no longer in custody and what the Atascosa County District Attorney has to say about this case. Plus, San Antonio will be on the world stage next month as a major convention is headed our way. RJ Marquez is going to tell us all about that. And yes, we'll show you the pictures, why it's expected to generate more than $500 million for the city of San Antonio. That and more coming your way today at 6.
Ira. It is so annoying. You're trying to use your iPad or your laptop at the house, but you can have a Wi-Fi dead zone. There is some good news, though. 12 Underside's Marilyn Moore shows us there is an easy fix.
Chris Patterson's family struggled with Wi-Fi dead spots for years.
The router for our house is on one side of the house, while most of the time we're on the other side of the house. It was kind of getting hard to use the Wi-Fi without being in the living room.
That changed, though, when they got a mesh network.
It changed the Wi-Fi completely, and all of a sudden now it worked everywhere in the house.
What's the magic of a mesh router? Mesh networks use several routers together to spread the Wi-Fi signal throughout your house and around obstacles.
Some common items include a fish tank, a big metal refrigerator, the pipes in your home. These can all sort of block the Wi-Fi signal and prevent you from getting a decent connection.
Consumer Reports tests routers for what matters most, how fast they send a signal from several distances, and data privacy and security. These mesh networks from Linksys and TP-Link aced the distance tests. You set them up using an app, and they have automatic updates to help protect your data. Both support Wi-Fi 6, but even a mesh network that uses the older Wi-Fi 5 may feel like an upgrade, and that will save you money.
Everything is backwards compatible, so if you buy a brand new iPhone today, which has the latest Wi-Fi chip in there, it's going to work fine with the Wi-Fi 5 router.
Like the Google Nest Wi-Fi, recommended for small or medium-sized houses. That's what Chris has, and dead zones are no longer a thing. For less money, a Wi-Fi extender may do the trick, especially if you only have one pesky dead zone in your house. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Night in Old San Antonio about to kick off. We're about 15 minutes away as you see people lined up, getting ready to go through the gates. Maybe get your chicken on a stick, a chalupa.
You mean a chalipa?
Chalipa. For Lee Walden. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. They've got it at Night in Old San Antonio. But before that, we're going to go to Seguin because this seems to be the popular medal so far this year.
This is actually
Kasky medal.
Yeah, the Kasky medal this year is absolutely the most spectacular thing I've ever seen.
Aw, thank you. It's the El Casquirón. You know my love for cascarones, so might as well just make yourself into one here for this year. And it's also a Loteria card too, so that's kind of part of the theme behind it. Hey, we're here in Seguin Chevrolet. We've got this good rowdy bunch, and I upped my megaphone game as well today. Now, I do want to say we are fortunate here at Seguin Chevrolet because we just have the clouds and a little bit of sun peeking between the clouds because there's a strong thunderstorm just to the east of us. Let's take a look at that thunderstorm. Right now, it's actually a severe thunderstorm about to cross I-10 just east of Seguin right now. You can see it off into the distance, the dark sky off in the distance behind me. But this is a severe thunderstorm warning. It does include the city of Gonzales, and it looks like the hail portion of this storm is headed toward Harwood right on I-10. And this is moving to the northeast at 30 miles per hour, and that severe thunderstorm warning lasts another 40 minutes. Anyway, that is just east of us. However, we have a few showers that are just about to clip parts of Seguin and then head towards Kingsbury as well. You look around San Antonio, we've got Niosa kicking off tonight. The radar is very important, and overall it's looking okay so far. Don't be surprised if a quick splash and dash shower or brief thunderstorm pops up this evening through about 9 p.m. downtown, but we think odds favor locations east and north of town. Take a look at the Niosa forecast, actually. You see that 20% chance at 7 p.m., 9 p.m. a 10% chance, and 11 p.m. a 10% chance. And temperatures holding steady pretty much right near 70 through Niosa with some noticeable humidity. Right now we're at 77. Dew point is 65. The humidity is back. And you take a look at those dew points. Gonzales 69, 70 for the dew point in Kennedy. We're feeling that humidity. It's back, and that's going to give us another round of low clouds to start the day tomorrow. The bit of drizzle, some fog, and low clouds. That morning dampness we often have to deal with when that humidity's back, but 60s in the morning. It's another consequence of the humidity. You'll be in the 60s, 67 in town. By noon, we're 78. We'll squeeze in some sunshine later on in the day, and a 10% chance of an afternoon shower or storm. Niosa, I think odds significantly favor a dry evening tomorrow. Look at those temperatures, those highs. 85 in San Antonio, 82 Comfort, 85 in Sabinal, 84 for the high in Hondo, and 83 in Converse. Now look at our storm chances. This is critical. Very critical storm chances here. We've had some updates. We've looked at the new guidance, and they're trending a different way. First of all, cold front hits Wednesday night. So Wednesday night through the morning commute on Thursday, 60% chance. So showers and storms likely. And remember, this time of year, you can never rule out something severe. And then the Friday, Saturday cold front, it looks like that's going to slow down a little bit more than anticipated. And this is still a fluid situation. So check back in for updates before you make your definitive plans, because we will be really honing in and fine tuning. But Friday night through possibly even a good chunk of Saturday, showers and storms. That's the big wild card we'll keep you updated on. Temperatures, the warmest we'll get is 85 on Friday. Battle of Flowers is still looking good with sunshine, 85 degrees. All right, let's go to our next Fiesta medal giveaway is tomorrow. Sarah Spivey, Mia Montgomery will be there. The Weather Authority medal, that is at Bob Mills along I-10. Same thing, line starts at 4 p.m. and we give away the medals at 6. Okay, it is time. Time to pick a winner of a homemade thermometer. One of two today, and the number is 814. Yay! All right, and we will send it back to you for more fun coming up at 6.
That was his official giveaway voice.
I don't think they know what they're doing when they give him a megaphone. Just saying. All right.
Should have taken the batteries out.
Yeah, something. How involved in Thursday will Dak Prescott be?
Well, he's going to be heavily involved in the draft overall. The Cowboys used Dak in last year's draft to evaluate some wide receivers, and they're using Dak's expertise again this year. Plus, UTSA baseball is ranked once again. Coming up.
We may be interested in going down or maybe up. Or we might sit there, but keep us on your mind.
That's Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones when it comes to the Cowboys' 26th draft pick in Big Board Sports.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys are hard at work trying to figure out what to do Thursday night when the first round of the NFL draft kicks off right here on KSAT 12. Jerry, Steven, and Mike held a pre-draft presser yesterday at the Star in Frisco, and one of the big takeaways is they're all about their draft board. Steven said you have to trust your draft board and where you have players rated. McCarthy said you have to trust your draft board like you trust your playbook. When it comes to the draft, the Cowboys also trust quarterback Dak Prescott. For the second year in a row, they've given him tape of wide receivers they're interested in this year's draft. Last year, Dak liked Jalen Tolbert, so Dak called him. All went well, and the boys drafted him in the 3rd round. The boys really dig Dak being a part of the process.
I think it's very helpful, from a 360 perspective. I think it's good for Dak. I think it's good for the relationships that he has, both in coaching and personnel and ownership, that he's that involved. More importantly, the fact that he can connect with a young player coming into this league prospect, I think is a very healthy exercise. And definitely the feedback, going back to last year, I thought was excellent. So, I think it's a very, very healthy process all the way around.
Dak says it feels good to have input and know it's listened to. For the second week in a row, the UTSA Roadrunners are number 25 for the D1 baseball rankings, college baseball's elite poll. UTSA is 30-9 overall this season and nationally ranked. So how does head coach Pat Hallmark try to keep pressure off of his guys?
I don't try to take pressure off of them, I'll be honest. I don't try to heap it on them, but I try to be honest. We talk about the RPI mattering, and we talk about the standings, right? Like, we don't talk about we have to win. We talk about deserving to win. You don't always win when you deserve to win, but we talk about deserving to win and things that are within our control. But I certainly don't try to take pressure off of them. I try to be real with them.
UTSA will host Houston Christian tonight at 6. We'll have highlights on the Night Beat.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Larry.
You are welcome, Steve.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I could hear Caskey with his megaphone from here.
Still echoing in our ears.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching the news at 5. Nyosa opening the doors.
It is, and we're going to try and take a shot at Nyosa. I think maybe we're having some tech. There we go. The mayor about to speak. You can see Ray Feo and King Antonio also there. The gates opening just seconds away.
Let the cascarones fly.